This lesson is going to take a simple sticking, right, left, left kick, and we're going to use it in a bit of a different way. So we'll start it on different parts of the beat, throw some rests in there, and see what comes out. I've told you before, this is what I love about drumming. The simple things can become really fun if we put them in the right place. For an artist, it's not about the tools at hand, it's about how the artist utilizes those tools. So let's take this sticking. This sticking is going to be right, left, left, kick. We're going to take that and spread it out over a measure, place it in certain ways, and make it seem like more than it actually is. Now, what always helps me is if I get what I call the skeleton of the pattern down. So in other words, what my melody would be in my head, what I would be listening for. And that's going to be pretty simple. So I'm going to kind of give you some anchor points to aim for. 1 and the and of 1 are going to be here on the hi-hat. 2 is going to be on the snare. The and of 2 is on the floor tom, and the of 2 is over here on the hi-hat. So it's 1 and 2 and Then when we start on beat 3, we rest on the downbeat and come back in, and that's kind of where it gets fun. We bring the pattern back in on the E of 3. So then the melody, or kind of your landing points, would be the E of 3 on the snare, the of 3 on the high tom, the E of 4 here, and then we have 2 30-second notes on the snare to bring it back in. So let me kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and a 4. You're probably saying, Stephen, that doesn't sound like anything you played. It sounds way simpler. And that's kind of the point. I wanted you to understand that a lot of times the complex stuff is really just simple stuff disguised as complex. So let's pick apart exactly what we're doing. Let's start with the first beat. In the first beat, we have our sticking, and that's going to be a right, left, left kick. We're going to play that twice. It's going to start on 1 and the and of 1. So we're going to be playing in 30-second notes. There's going to be 8 notes within that first beat. We're accenting the first right on the hi-hat, 2 unaccented or ghosted notes on the snare drum, and then a kick drum. We're going to do that twice. Once you have that down, then we want to move on to beat 2. Beat 2, we move our right hand to the snare drum and we do that same pattern, still in 30-second notes. So there's 4 30-second notes to every 8th note, or 2 30-second notes to every 16th note. Kind of see how that breaks down? So we're going to play that same sticking, and we're going to accent the downbeat of 2. So right, left, left, ghosted, and then a kick drum. Now on the and of 2, this is where we vary from the pattern. We play the and here, and instead of playing 30 seconds in the pattern again, we're playing and on the hi-hat. We'll accent both of those. We're already halfway there. We're actually over halfway there, because we're going to take that same sticking and use it in a little bit of a different way. We're going to take the same tool and just kind of tweak it a little bit. I've told you before that I really love using rests whenever I'm playing. So I'm going to use a rest on the downbeat of 3 and come back in on the E of 3 with that 4-note, 30-second note pattern. So it's going to go 3, and then on E, I'm hitting the snare, left, left, kick. So right, left, left, kick. Same pattern, same accents. Then I'm going to go to the high tom and play that same pattern. High tom, left, left, kick. Then where am I going to go? I'm going to go to the floor tom, play that same pattern. Floor tom, left, left, kick. That leaves us with 2 30-second notes left over. And I'm going to end the fill out by hitting those 30-second notes here on the snare drum. Now once you've got all of that kind of under your hands and under your feet, we want to take it and put it together into one long pattern, but we want to do it slowly at first. I don't want you trying to go too fast. That's where we mess up and things become sloppy. Slow it down, do it over and over. If you dug this lesson and want to take your drumming just a little bit further, click on the link below. Go take a tour of the members area. There's over 550 lessons in there with sheet music to go with it. We've got play-alongs. We've got student tracks that are organized on certain topics. It's all in there. Go take a tour and check it out. As well, there's another link below you can follow. 30 Days to Better Doubles, a free lesson pack. You can download it and take the 30-day challenge. Jump over to Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Hang out with me there. Tune in Monday for the new episode of Diddles and Beats, where I'm going to answer somebody's question about what my favorite metronome app is. But regardless, I'll see you here in the next video.